So hello and welcome. My name is Colleen Cadman, and I serve as an Associate State Director of Outreach with AARP in Pennsylvania. And we're very happy to have you joining us today. Whether it's your first time in this class or you've been with us before, we're so happy to have you. And we have folks from all over tuning in today for our yoga and mindfulness series with AARP and Open Up. If you haven't already done so, please go ahead and share where it is that you're tuning in from in the chat. We're going to go ahead and read a few of our places out. We always like to see where it is we have folks joining from. So today I see North Carolina, welcome. I see folks from our home state of Pennsylvania, including folks from Pittsburgh, which is where we are leading this class from. So thank you. Shout out to our Pennsylvania and Pittsburgh folks. I see Nevada today. I see Michigan. I see Georgia, Illinois, Colorado, Missouri. I see Arizona, New York, Virginia, Wisconsin, Washington State. Okay, Andrea, you win the award for furthest participant. We have someone from Belgium today. That's pretty cool. Going international. We have New Jersey. We have Maryland, California, Kentucky, Texas, Florida. Excellent. We'll have to test sometime, Chandler, whether we get all 50 states. I think we have a pretty impressive spread today. So thank you for being with us.
I agree.
AARP is committed to helping us take control of our health as we age by providing tools, resources, and information that will entertain and inspire, educate and stimulate, and engage and activate. We at AARP hope to create an environment where everyone can lead their healthiest lives possible in mind, body, and spirit. And AARP wants to help us take a whole body approach to healthy living. Regular exercise and focusing on our brain health are two great ways to support healthy aging. You can learn more on our website, and I'll share the link to that in our chat momentarily. We will be recording today's session as we usually do, so barring any technical difficulties, you can look forward to receiving the link in your email. And please also be sure, if you like today's class, to sign up for future sessions of this series with us. We're here at the same time, same place every week, and I'll pop that link in the chat momentarily. We're very excited to collaborate with Open Up on this series. Please consult your physician or other healthcare professional before starting this or any other fitness program to determine if it is right for your needs. And with that, I'd like to kick things over to our wonderful instructor, Chandler, to lead us in today's session.
Thank you, Colleen. Hi, welcome everyone from everywhere. I am Chandler. I'm a movement instructor and yoga instructor here at Open Up. And here at Open Up, we practice inclusivity in art and movement. So today for our prompt, I would love to hear your responses in the chat, and Colleen will read them out. I would love for us to focus on a body part during class. So specific movements that are based on one body part, or maybe multiple. We can see how many come through in the chat. So if you'd like to put in the chat which body part you would like to focus on for yourself. For example, I feel like my shoulders are a little tense, so I would love to do things that revolve around my shoulders as an example. So take some time.
Thanks, Chandler. We do have some responses rolling in, and it looks like they're all over the place. So we'll see how many we can focus on during today's class, and if we don't get to them all today, we can do some of them next week. Let's see.
Perfect.
Margie says hamstrings.
Okay.
Lovey says neck and shoulders. Anne says back. Ooh, Deb got very specific. My left knee and right hand.
Ooh.
Let's see. We have another vote for shoulders and neck. A couple votes for shoulders and then hips. Legs.
Okay.
Back, upper back and neck. Seeing a lot of hips in here, hips. Someone said whole body. It looks like that might be the direction that we're headed in. I see core on here. I see thighs. I'm seeing hips and knees, waist and hips. back and knees, belly and back, shoulders and neck and back. So it looks like, Chandler, looks like we got a lot of different parts of the body where we're feeling it this week. So we'll let you let us know what you can tackle today, okay?
How about we do neck, shoulders, and hips, hamstrings with a little bit of bending our knees, and yeah, I hope that's okay. And then next week we'll focus on those more specific upper back, and then going into the hips again.
That's
How does it
perfect,
sound?
Chandler.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Thank you all for your quick responses. All right. So we're just going to start working our way from the top of our head all the way down for a warm up. We might do some wrist work too. For those, I think I heard one wrist, but we can do some things that just lubricate the joints. So we're just going to do a head roll, taking your time, keeping your shoulders down, and only isolating your head. Go twice, one direction, and then reverse it. Good. From here, your chin will fall down back to your chest, return back to neutral. From here, we'll look just side to side. Don't let the rest of your body move, only your head. And then we'll go from up to down. Good. From here, rubbing your hands together. Create some heat. We're going to give our neck some love. Going into our traps. Give ourselves a nice little massage. And then you'll find yourself on one side. Start from your ear and just kind of give a wiping sensation, just pulling the shoulder down all the way through your hand and out. Just reminding yourself to feel that lengthening of your shoulder so we don't, sometimes we're pent up, just relaxing it back down. That might mean stretching out your fingertips, letting the energy flow from the top of from your ear all the way down to your fingertips. And when you're ready, you'll do the other side. Massage your neck out a little bit. I found a spot. And then when you're ready, from the ear all the way down, lengthening. Good. And then take some time grabbing your imaginary jump ropes. Few circles of your wrists. And then reverse the circle. Good. Now we're going to connect our breath as we continue to work out our wrists, reaching your fingers out as we inhale, stretching them, and then exhale and come back in. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. This next one is optional. You can continue with your breath and reaching and stretching your fingertips, or taking your hands and clasping them together, and take the back of your hand towards the camera as you stretch your elbows. And then from here, flip your wrists. Keep going, alternating from front to back. And then return back down. Good. Just do a few shoulder rolls, alternating from one side down and the other. And then reverse it. Good. Bring both shoulders up to your ears and pressing them down away from your ears. Again, up and out. And then let's just touch upon the upper body with a few seated cat and cows. Taking your hands, placing them onto your knees as your shoulders go back. Your chest goes up to the sky. You round your back, chin goes down. We curl in again. We do. And then curl in. And for our cat, we have a cow. Good. And then let's stir the pot now. You can go to any pace that you like, fast or slow. And now add your head. Reverse the circle. Let's make the circle as small as it can be. Feel your internal clock going. Close your eyes and stay in this very small circle. Reverse that circle. Imagine you're a pencil and the top of your head is the paper and you're trying to make the smallest circle you could. Good. And then open your eyes. Return back to neutral. Stretch both legs out. Give them a nice little shake. Pat them down. We're awakening the body. Good. From here, we'll flex our feet and point. And flex. And then point. Keep going. Rolling one ankle out. Reverse the circle. Other foot. Rolling your ankle out. And reverse the circle. Reach both arms up. Forward fold over your legs. Allow your chin to fall down towards your chest. Nice. Place your right hand in between your legs. Let your left arm reach up towards the sky. And then reverse it. The left arm is in between as your right arm reaches up. For those who might want to stand with this, you're in the forward fold like this, shaking your head yes and no, allowing the upper body to fold over your legs. Your right arm is reaching up. And then your left arm will reach up. Just keep alternating from left to right or right to left. Good. Slowly roll up through the spine. Have a slight bend in your knees. I'll turn a little diagonal. Take your time as you roll up, very slowly. Feeling the massage to your body. The chin is the last to arrive. from here, we're going to take our chin forward as we send our hips back to create the opposite effect. We're making a wave through the body. The chin is the last to arrive. Still, down to our chest. We roll up slow. Let's create waves in our upper body. Arcing through our spine and then rolling all the way down. And taking your time to come back up. One more. Rolling up to the spine, we'll reach our arms up high to the sky. We'll take a big inhale. Exhale, reach our arms all the way up. Good morning stretch. Inhale, side bend. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, side bend. Exhale, come back up. Forward fold over the legs. Shaking your head yes and no. We'll take a few bends of our knees now. Slight bend and stretch. A little bit bigger, bend and stretch all the way down to the ground. Stay here for a second. Curl yourself in like a ball. You'll lead with your hips all the way up to the sky. Feel that stretch in your hamstrings. And you'll roll up slow, keeping your knees nice and soft. We'll do that. Came out. Inhale, reach your arms up. Grab your hands. Good morning stretch. Inhale. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, back up. Exhale, side bend. Reach for your toes, forward fold. Shaking your head yes and no. Good. Small bend in your knees and stretch. Medium and stretch. Large and stretch. Extra large. We find ourselves back down towards the ground. Curl yourself up nice and tight like a ball. You'll lead with the hips to make our forward fold. And then we'll roll up through the spine. Good. Going into a sun A, reach our arms up. Forward fold, touch your toes. Halfway lift, place your hands onto your shins as you look up. Forward fold over your legs. If you're seated, this may look like, and also if the forward fold going from up to down is too much, you're welcome to in your forward fold, for the forward fold, just staying nice and present in your mountain pose. So we'll reach our arms up. Have the choice to either stay here for the forward fold or reach your arms up and reach for your toes. Whatever feels good in your body. You'll shake your head yes and no. Good. We'll lead from the chin. Place your hands on your shins or your knees. Lead with the chin, halfway lift. Exhale down, forward fold. Rolling up through the spine. Good. Let's all do a cat and a cow. If you're standing and or seated, we'll just lift our chest as our elbows go back. And then we curl in chin to chest. Again. Reset. Take this 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Return back to the center. Nice. From here, let's just take a dip of our upper body up and over to create the C-curve effect and return back up. And up and over. Just really stretching out our side and back up. And up and over. This time, from here, we're going to lead from the hip all the way up like we're making a wave, but now it's lateral. The head is the last to return. And the head is the first to dip over. And we ripple through the spine. Head is the first and the last to return back up. And then we come back, shaking it out. Good. For those who are standing, we'll find ourselves back on to our mat with our hands and knees. We'll shake our hips from side to side. Seated, this may look like you're just taking another circular motion, reversing the circle. Both of those options feel really good. Good. And then from here, if you are on your mat, you'll send your hips back for your child's pose, having your knees outside of your shoulders, reaching your arms to the top of your mat, letting your shoulder blades fall down towards the mat and the ground. Taking a breath here. You'll walk your hands over to one side. And then walking in up to the other side. Allowing your shoulders to fall down towards the mat, feeling the length of your arms as they reach and your hips are going back to your knees, not your knees, to your feet, silly me. And then we come back up to our tabletop. Good. We'll step one foot in between our hands, lifting up this modified lunge. Good. From here, we'll take the left, if your right foot is in front, you'll take the opposite arm, place it onto the knee, and then reach the other arm back. Taking a spiral twist. Hopefully feeling a stretch in your quad. Return back, place the same hand as the leg, the same leg as same arm as your leg. All jumbled up today. And then reach the opposite arm back. Good. Place your hands on the back of your head. From here, tuck your chin into your chest for a nice quad stretch. If you're seated, this sequence may look like you reaching one arm back, placing the opposite arm on your knee, and then switching. The modification for placing your chin down to your chest, this may look like you grabbing one leg and then taking it up to your chest. Good. And then we'll do the other side. The left leg will be in front now. Our right knee is down. We'll take the right arm to your left knee as your left arm reaches back behind you. And you'll switch. The right arm goes back. Take your hands behind your head, kind of scoop up and over. Chin goes down to your chest, and feel the stretch on the quad, your right leg. Really hold your core, tighten your core. And then we come back up. Let's keep this leg in front, and we're gonna do a back and forth motion to stretch the hamstrings and our hips. So we're just gonna lunge forward. Stay here for a beat. And then walk your hands back. Chin falls down to your chest. Good. Again, walking forward. Inhale. Exhale, send it back. Continue this motion if you're on the ground. If you're seated, you can just take one leg into your chest for a breath. Send it out, flex that heel for your for your hamstring stretch. Bringing it back in to your chest. Sending it out, hamstring stretch. Let's do this one more time, and then we'll switch to the other side. And out. Reset. We'll take the other leg. I'll stay here seated. For those who are on the ground, you'll switch to do your lunge, your low lunge. And then you go forward towards the leg. And then walk your hands back, send your chin down towards your chest for your hamstring stretch. Bringing that leg back and walking your hands forward. And then sending your hips back, chin goes down to your chest. Two more. Just keep swimming, just keep moving. And forward. Don't hold your breath. Last one. And then if you're on your mat, just do a nice sway of the hips from side to side, like you're wagging your tail. Good. Push back child's pose, walking those hands out. From here, we'll stretch our shoulder blades out. Take one hand, thread it through. We'll stay here. If you'd like to increase the stretch, take the top arm, reach it back towards your seat. And then other side, you'll take one arm, send it through. And then if you want to increase the stretch, take your top arm towards your seat. Good. Reset to your tabletop. From here, tuck your toes, send your hips up high, downward dog. Walking your feet out. If you like some support from the chair, there's different variations. You can take the top of the chair, walk your feet back. Feel like someone's pulling your hips back the opposite way. As you hold on to the chair, if you want to lower your hands, you can take the back of the chair, let your chin fall down your chest a little bit more. You can let your elbows rest on the seat of the chair. Nice. Stay here for a second. Take a breath in and out. Breathing in and out. This next stretch I'll show, this can be done multiple ways. I'll start standing. I'll work my way back down. If you're using a seat, take the back of your chair. You're going to place your elbows onto the chair and then walk your feet back to let your head fall in between your hands. If that might be too much, you're just going to take one arm at a time and alternate. The goal is to feel a stretch in your tricep that works all the way down to your lats. And I'll give you some mobility in your shoulders. I feel like after I do this exercise, I can breathe a little bit better. So you can take both elbows, take them just a little bit out, and then let your head fall down through your elbows and let your hands touch your shoulders. or you can alternate from one to the other. This can also be done halfway. From here, walking your knees out a little bit, let your elbows fall to the seat, and then send your hips back. Let your chest fall down to the seat. The ground, or same thing, place one hand for support, twist a little bit to feel the stretch. And then lastly, coming all the way down, send your hips back towards your seat. And then place one elbow down on the other. Have your hands on your shoulders. Let's take a breath here. I can stay here. Find which one feels best for you. And coming back. Good. Activating the core just a little, because I said I was only going to focus on like 2 things, but we're kind of working everything. Yay. Coming back down to your hands and knees. From here, we'll just lift one leg up. We'll send it into our chest, tucking our chin into our chest. If that's too much on your knees, you'll take the support of your chair again, flipping it. We're facing away from you. Walk your feet back a little bit. Take one leg out, and then really use your abdominals to support your leg and help it to come into your chest. Chin goes down to your chest, and then you send it back out. Then from here, we'll take it to the side towards our elbow, and then back out. Again, inhale. Exhale, send it out. Inhale. Exhale, send it out. One last time this side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, tail wag, shake it out. Other side, we inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale to the elbow. Inhale. Keep your belly button tucked in towards your spine. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, you got it. Inhale. Exhale. Shake it out. Little tail wag. Reach your arms up towards the sky. Forward fold over the legs again. Take a few bends of your knees again. We'll start small. And stretch. Medium. And stretch. Large. And stretch. Extra large. Good. In the extra large, we'll take one leg out a little, step the other one out, outside of your hips for this kind of crow pose, and your hips down. Place your hands to heart center, lift your chest. From here, if you're seated, good, you can toe ball heel your feet away from each other. Take your knees, placing them on the inside of your thighs to feel the stretch of pulling your knees away from you. Or if that's too low for the folks who are standing, same thing. If you are standing here, walk your feet out away from your hips, send your hips down towards the ground, and then place your knees out. Good. From here, we'll stretch one leg out like we're Spider-Man. Keep that heel down. And then we'll walk it over to the other side. Just as we did that front and back motion, we're going to go from side to side. If you're seated, this may look like you're stretching one leg out, leaning towards the leg that's bent, returning back up. And then other side. And up. Keep going. Rocking the boat. Good. And then stretch your hips up to the sky for a forward fold. If you're seated, this forward fold could be very relaxed for you. Taking your upper body up and over. You can have, for more stability, take one leg, pulling it in towards the body. And then you'll switch other leg. Good. Let's find ourselves back onto our hands and knees. Coming to a figure four stretch. I'll stay seated for the first modification. You'll take your foot on top of your knee. You're welcome to, oh, there's a fly in here. You're welcome to stay here, flex your foot, and then forward fold over your leg. If you're on your mat, you'll have your feet on the ground and then rolling down onto the mat. We'll take one leg up, placing that foot on top of your knee. You can take your hands through your legs to grab your thigh, bringing it closer to you. I'll take 2 breaths here. Good. Place your foot back down onto the mat. We'll keep our foot on top of our knee, and then we're just going to rock from side to side. Kind of feels like we're doing the opposite of a twist with the upper body. Now the legs are doing the twist. For those who are seated, you're welcome to stay in your forward fold. If that's too much with that leg on top, take your foot down and then just windshield wipe from side to side. Let both knees fall. We'll do the other side. You take your foot, place it onto your knee, take your hands, send it through your legs. If you're seated, you switch to the other side. Taking 2 big breaths here. Two options. You can keep your foot where it is or take that foot down as we sway from side to side. And it can be as big of a swing or as small a swing. Nice. And if you have a wall close by, something fun, take a second to find a wall, or you're welcome to, before I even do this, just keep your legs like this, just let them float. The goal is to just let the blood come back down towards your heart. If you like the support of a wall, you can place your hips onto the wall and then send your legs up and let them rest. If you're seated, all right. You can send your hips towards the front of the chair and allow your upper body to relax in this kind of slouching position. Let your knees stretch out a little bit. Take a breath here. A few breaths. Allow your eyes to close. If having your legs up is too much, you're welcome to bring them back down as this is our final resting position. And you're going to do a body scan from your toes all the way back up to your head. Two options for the body scan. It could be very physical, where you're clenching each section of your body, giving it attention and awareness. Or it could be from what we did in class and what areas felt the most tense or felt really good while we were doing these stretches. So take some time on your own. While we're all here, place your palms forward and then put your thumbs in towards your palms and then take your fingertips up and over. We don't want to make a fist. We just want to do a light grip. Close your eyes. And then slowly open them. Let's all come to a seated position or a position that feels comfortable for you. And I am so happy to have everyone from everywhere join class today. And this was very peaceful, and I hope it was peaceful for you all. I would love to hear in the chat if what we did today felt good on your body and the different body parts that we touched upon. And maybe Colleen could read out a few comments. And we'll do this again next class too. Thank you all.
Thanks so much, Chandler. And a round of applause for Chandler for helping us focus on some of the areas that were really bugging us today. So thank you so much, Chandler. We appreciate that. As she mentioned, if you can share in the chat, if that worked well for you, if you felt that targeted some of the body parts you were worried about, that helps us get some good feedback on today's class. We really appreciate it. And don't forget, I am going to reshare the link for next week's class. So if you'd like to join us again next week, we'll be back here. We can focus on some other parts of the body that maybe we didn't have the time to get to all in today's class. So let's see what folks are saying. Oh, we love this excellent participation. So thank you for sharing your thoughts.
Yes.
Lots of love for you, Chandler, from many people. So thank you for another great class. I'm seeing folks say that it was great hip work today. So thank you, Pamela, for sharing your thought on that. We appreciate it. Andrea says the stretches were perfect.
Yay.
Jean says her body says it was excellent.
Oh, lovely.
Jim says the stretches helped with his back. Awesome. Let's see. Margie says, love these stretches. Awesome. Thank you, Margie.
Thank you.
Cheryl says it was helpful. Let's see. Yep. Patricia says it was a wonderful stretch. Good. Thank you for sharing, guys. Donna says it was so beneficial today.
Oh, yay.
Ooh, I love this comment from Jackie. Stretching is so good for the body and the mind. We love hearing that.
Thank you for sharing that.
I love this comment from Deb. She said, this class goes by so fast. I was kidding about very specific with the left knee and right hand, but they are both better. Magical.
Oh, yay.
Mary says, my back feels so much better. Ooh, I love this comment from Judy too. She said that she appreciated the seated instructions for modifications, Chandler. So thank you for doing those. I know it's hard to demonstrate positions on the floor and in a chair, but you do it so well for us. So thank you for doing that.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see. Christine says, feel loose and relaxed. Excellent. Judith says, very therapeutic.
Amazing.
Good. Molly says, helpful, but nearly killed me. I really enjoyed the time. Take it easy, Molly, but we're glad you did it. Excellent. All right. Lots of excellent feedback in here. Lots of praise and gratitude for today's class, Chandler. So thank you so much.
Oh,
Someone
thank you
said
all.
that
Thank you all.
someone said they tried to register for next week and the link was struggling. I'm gonna pop my email in the chat real quick. If you're struggling with the link to register for next week, do me a favor and email me at this address so I can check it out and make sure that the link's working for you. So I'm gonna go look at that right now and make sure we're not having issues with next week. If it's an issue that everyone's having, I'll fix it. So give me a few minutes. If everybody's having the same issue, we'll make sure we get on that. But if it's one or two people, let me see what I can do. Okay, I'm seeing a couple people are having trouble registering for next week. So hang tight. That probably means there's some issue with the link, and I'm going to hop in there and fix it in the next 10 minutes. So just grab the link out of the chat, see if you can hold that for yourself, and then go revisit it again at 2 o'clock, and it should be fixed. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining today, and we'll see you again next week. I'm going to stick around for one more minute because I see lots of folks looking for the link. So let me reshare that again for you so that you have it fresh. And like I said, we'll go in there and take a look and troubleshoot any issues with registration that might be popping up for next week. I appreciate you guys letting us know about that.
Thank you all for the lovely feedback, and I appreciate all the amazing responses, and I can't wait to see you all next week.
Thanks, Chandler.